So some people have argued, in my opinion, including myself, that the iPhone XR was probably one of the more important iPhones Apple has ever made. Now, I do think they kind of messed up with the price tag. $749 was a little bit too expensive, and that's why I think the iPhone 11 was overall the better decision. But from all the leaks and all the rumors that are coming out right now, it looks like the iPhone XR is now going to be basically coming back in a completely different way, which is so awesome. So for those of you who don't know, the iPhone SE lineup that Apple makes, this is basically Apple's cheapest iPhone, even though they're still kind of expensive. Apple has notoriously always made the iPhone SE lineup in the background, always being sold. So that way, if you don't want to go and buy the most expensive iPhone, well, even if you don't want to buy like a mid-tier iPhone like the iPhone 13 or 14 right now, well, you can go and always buy the iPhone SE lineup, and those will pretty much always be there. Now, the thing with the SE lineup is that these get refreshed at a different rate than the standard, iPhone 14, 13, 12s. Basically, if you go and, when the September event just happened, well, those iPhones that came out, there was no iPhone SE lineup. The SE lineup gets refreshed usually every like 2 years, and typically it's, earlier on in the year, sometime in like spring, March, that's when these iPhones come out. So now what Apple's going to be doing is that they've eliminated the $499 price tag from their iPhone lineup. So if you look at the iPhone lineup right now, it goes from $429 on the SE to $599 on the iPhone 12. So there is a pretty big gap there. So the reason why this is important is because Apple is now going to fill in the gap by bringing back the iPhone XR body and the iPhone XR, whole entire phone in a way, refresh the internals, and basically resell it as a new iPhone SE. Now this is going to be the iPhone SE 4th generation. It's probably going to be like an iPhone SE Plus, something along those lines Apple's going to call it. And it's going to be a better version of the iPhone SE 3, but it's going to be not as good of a phone as the iPhone 12 or 13 in terms of the overall build quality. If you remember with the iPhone XR, this specific phone had an IPS panel, single camera setup, worse battery life for the most part. It actually had really good battery life at that moment, but because the chipset really wasn't that optimized compared to phones nowadays, and it was, a little bit, and it did have less RAM than the iPhone XS at that time. So with the XR or with the SE Plus, whatever they're going to call it now, it's going to be that same exact thing. It's probably going to have maybe like 4 gigabytes of RAM inside of it, but it's going to have probably that Apple A15 Bionic chip inside, which is going to be faster than the A14 on the iPhone 12, but it is going to have a worse screen than the 12, probably worse cameras than the 12, and the battery life is going to be one of those things we're going to have to test. But I will tell you, it is actually really impressive that Apple is going to be potentially recycling the XR again, and they're going to be giving us this whole entire, new iPhone SE. And the good thing about the SE in this case is that it's going to be refreshed differently than, the standard iPhone, 14 and 12. So we're always going to have an SE there that's going to be in pretty decent build quality for a cheaper price tag. In my opinion, it's probably going to be $529. So in terms of that kind of covers it up. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.